It's another day with the physicians where your health is our business.
Growth spot the end. So you are not going to take some drastic measures. But a 10-year-old coming, pressure is high. But also to know that it's not only when your pressure is high that you have glaucoma.
Sugar, and I don't know about any other one, but what do you know?
You're welcome back to the training of your regular program. Blood donation is very crucial in saving lives worldwide. Blood cannot be planted or grown but only through donation. The recruitment of voluntary donors, non-remunerated donors tend to be the most important challenge throughout the world. According to the World Health Organization data, blood donation rate is high in high-income countries and low in middle and low-income countries such as Nigeria. There are lots of myths around blood donation that should be debunked and facts that should be embraced. Our expert will enlighten us on your regular and favorite TV program, The Physicians. Welcome. If you are just joining us, this is The Physicians, where your health is our business. And on today's show, we'll be talking about blood donation, the myths and the fact. I remain your regular TV talk show, Dr. Memina Yusuf Kadri, and of course, you know, every time, my co-host is always here to make it more glamorous.
My name is Dr. Martina Agbere. I welcome you to our regular program, The Physicians, where your health is our business.
We're talking about blood donation.
Yes, Memuna.
Myths and facts. How many times have you donated?
I can't even count. Let me remind you.
Really?
First, yes. When I was in university, I donated blood.
For money or
not for money.
To save life?
No, they just came for free donation.
And you just went like that?
Yes.
No, nobody pressured you?
No, medical school.
Nobody forced you?
No.
But after the donation, they gave you something?
And they will give you a drink. Most of the time, you take milk.
So, but you know, those are the things you're going to debunk today. Is it true that after that, you must take milk or a malt drink or any of those things?
The one other thing is, my sister was to go for surgery, and they needed
people to donate
blood. So I said, okay, of course, I'm physically fit.
With your chest, yes. Of course, I'll go and donate.
Fit, yes. And really, I just knew that wasn't going to be a problem because I'm not scared. I'm not scared of donating blood. So I actually went and donated. By the time they checked, they took the first pint. They just said I'm still okay. I still can. If I still want to, okay. I said, why not? They need 2 pints. If I still want it, I said I can go. I can do it. So I donated the second pint. When I finished, you
are not yourself. You started seeing double.
I was like, you know how Johnny Bravo behaves. I thought I was Johnny Bravo.
I can imagine you.
I stood up. As I was walking towards the ward, I knew something left me. I knew something left me.
2 pints of blood.
2 pints. Nobody told me. I sat down. I was like, I hope everything is going to be okay with me. I was talking to myself, Martina, you're going to be fine. You're going to be okay. I just went straight to the car and just stayed there.
Wow. 2 pints at the same time? No, I don't. I've never, because I kind of have that low blood level, and it's even worse during pregnancy. In fact, my first pregnancy, I was supposed to take 2 pints of blood, but they gave me a substitute, and then they made me to take some other blood-giving meal to quickly help build my pack service. So I really, yes, I encourage and I give them kudos for those that donate voluntarily. We have an expert coming to the house that will help us debunk the myths and the give us the fact, embrace this fact and tell, look, if you're a woman, you shouldn't donate. You can hear her. In a day, she donated 2 pints of blood. So please, women, do donate blood. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome on board. If you are just joining us, this is your favorite and regular health TV talk show, The Physicians, where your health is our business. On today's program, we'll be talking about blood transfusion, the myths, and of course, the facts. And we have a very lovely guest. She has been here before, and this time around she's going to help us break this down for you lovely viewers to just sit back and of course enjoy this ride with us. Today we have the lovely Dr. OSIKOMAIYA. I think so.
Yes, you're right. Thank you for having me.
She's
today.
a consultant hematologist with Lagos Transfusion Services, Lagos State Transfusion Services.
You're right.
Welcome, Dr. BODUNRIN.
Thank you very, very much.
Pretty.
Lovely and gorgeous. So, Dr. OSIKOMAIYA, talk to us about blood transfusion, because before we go into the myths and the, the facts, people want to know what is blood transfusion, why do we even do the blood transfusion, who does blood transfusion, and reasons why we want to do blood transfusion.
The importance of the blood.
Yes, exactly.
So, I guess when you're talking about blood transfusion, you're talking about both the collection and the passing the blood into an individual that needs it.
Yeah.
So, blood donation first is giving blood for those that need it. And we try to encourage voluntary blood donation. However, we have other types of blood donation. We have the commercial donation. We have those that are replacement donors. And the replacement donors are divided into the husband donors, which gladly the Lagos State government had an injunction earlier last year that said that women that are seeking antenatal care should not be forced to donate before registration. And then we also have the family replacement. Oh, my friend needs surgery, I want to donate. My cousin needs surgery, I need to donate. So once blood is donated, which we, as I said before, we encourage voluntary blood donation, which is only about 10% of those that donate in Lagos State. Lagos State is a reflection of what happens in the whole Nigeria. So just about 10%. Once this blood is donated, the blood has to be worked upon to be sure that it is safe for transfusion. And making blood safe for transfusion, we need, most importantly, to talk about the way it's collected. It must be collected in a very neat and sterile manner. It must be processed in a very well documented manner so that you do not have what you don't need. And then we need to have a screening of the blood for transfusion transmissible infections. So we don't want anybody that needs to be transfused to have blood that already has viruses like HIV, hepatitis, and pathogens like syphilis. And then thereafter, we need to know who needs the blood. So for us to have somebody being transfused, the healthcare personnel, which is usually the doctor there, would first have to be able to confirm that the patient is anemic. That means the blood is not adequate, and the patient cannot survive without blood. So there are so many people that have a degree of anemia, but that doesn't mean they need blood transfusion. They need to be sure that the patient is unable to survive with that particular level of blood that he or she has and needs more to be able to go on. So once you know that, okay, this person needs blood from that individual that needs as a patient or the recipient will be taken, and it will be cross-matched with the blood that was donated. Once we realize and we are able to clinically and with the laboratory procedures that we have, find that it is safe and compatible, then the blood can be transfused to somebody. So it's a long process from donation to transfusion, and we call it a vein-to-vein process. From one vein to the other, blood must not be wasted.
In your talk, you did talk about for antenatal.
Yes.
That now it's no more compulsory, it's no more mandatory. That
Yes.
they for those coming for antenatal to have blood in the blood bank before.
Okay, so initially,
But in the past,
yeah,
they asked that you must bring somebody to donate
before registration.
Before registration.
So before registration in the past, there used to be a culture that you must bring your relative to donate blood. And so really, it's not really nice. What if the woman needs emergency care? What if something happens? So a non-governmental organization, SERAP, had gone through it, and there was a court injunction that says that do not force to donate, do not coerce to donate, and do not coerce the donors to come in before registration. Many people's lives may be lost during that period. However, we should encourage them, register, have the doctor's care, and then we encourage them to bring people to donate blood. You know, I talked about encouraging voluntary blood donation.
Yeah.
By the time we coerce people to donate blood before then, what are we doing? We are not different from commercial donors. You don't force to give what is given freely to you.
So when you look at, we are talking about blood donation, the myths and the facts. So one of the myths, because you are here to help us demystify this myth, if it's fact or fiction, is that people with tattoos, piercing, and those that smoke shouldn't donate.
Okay, we have talked about two classes of people. So if you have skin piercing or tattoos, tattoo too is a form of, because you need sharp objects to put this, the ink into the skin. So those involve sharp objects. So if you have a tattoo or if you have a skin piercing, it is not an absolute no. What we do is to encourage you to come back after 1 year to donate.
Why?
Because it's a sharp object. We don't know the environment it was done. We don't know if it was sterile. We do not know if there are shared needles or shared those objects. And so if we come in, there's always a window period for infectious agents. Okay. So we want to be sure that that person is completely out of that period, and then they come back after 1 year to donate. Okay. So it's just a deferral. It is not an absolute no.
No.
Okay. For some people that...
and then I didn't talk about smoking.
Yes, smoking, yes.
It's really important. Smoking and alcohol.
Yeah.
Many smokers and people that take alcohol will tell you that they can't donate blood because they smoke or they take alcohol. Actually, no. That is not true. Though in this environment, many people frown against smoking, many people frown against taking of alcohol, but it's not a no. It's not a permanent deferral if you want to donate blood. What you do is that if you need to donate blood, do not smoke or drink before that blood donation. I personally encourage people that drink, stay away from alcohol, stay away from smoking for like 24 hours, just do your best. You want to save a life. Just give a little bit of sacrifice. So the thing about smoking and alcohol intake before a donation is that it causes your blood pressure to increase before a donation. Especially smoking. So we don't want your blood pressure high. Then apart from that, when you take alcohol causes a bit of dehydration. And you know with blood, we are taking fluid away from you. So
further dehydration.
Yeah, so further dehydration, it can cause the donor to be dizzy, to faint, to lose consciousness. Same thing, after the donation, we discourage taking alcohol or smoking because the same thing happens. You have just been taking some fluid has been taken away from you, and then you are taking alcohol again. It will cause you to be dizzy.
Is fluid.
Yeah, we take water. I encourage, take water while you are donating. Before you donate, take water. After donation, take water. Give yourself the treat you want to give yourself. Take whatever you want to take apart from alcohol thereafter, but water first.
So for some people, when you tell them about blood donation, they tell you, no, I'm not fit. How are you able to determine those that can fit to donate blood?
So the first thing that we do is to give a counseling. We counsel everybody. Okay, you want to donate blood, this is what is expected of you. We ask you for different conditions that you have. Once we notice there are some conditions, we tell you can't donate. The second step is to fill a set of questionnaires called the donor eligibility questionnaire. And in recent times, we have this extra set of questions called the COVID we have to eliminate you. Once you answer yes to any of those questions in the donor eligibility, then you cannot donate.
So if you've had COVID before, you can't donate?
Well, no, I'll get there.
We should,
I have
because
to get
there's
there.
COVID,
If you do that, it means
I'll get there.
nobody will come out.
I'll get there because I've been looking out for people that have been COVID positive.
Yeah.
Because we need
They are
your blood.
lifesavers.
They are lifesavers.
Yes.
Right now, you
Yes.
are our lifesavers. Then I need your blood.
We
need plasma from you.
Not in that sense.
Wow, we
Yeah.
need your plasma because it has
think you
stopped
need
a lot of people.
Yeah.
So once you answer those questions and you pass through that level.
You're free.
So
Also, we also do some tests for them when they want to donate blood.
yeah.
We check their weight, we check their height, the blood pressure, the pulse, and then once you are fit, the final one is to check your what? Hemoglobin level.
Yes, so
The reason why
we will be right back after this short break. I'm sure keeping up with the physicians, with the people on the street will be very exciting with the answers they are going to give you. We'll be right back after this short break.
Yes, I believe that is it's an act of giving your blood.
Yeah, very well, many times.
Yeah, definitely.
No, sir. I'm needle shy.
I've not donated blood before. Probably maybe because I've not been opportune to.
Yes, I've done it.
I think it's very, very important that we should actually give out blood.
For donation of blood, it is saving of life. So if it is needed, as at that time, then it is necessary.
Yes, it is necessary.
Currently, I have no information about that. But I assume perhaps we should go to the hospital.
You go to the hospital.
We do go to general hospitals.
I could, if it's a very dire situation.
I'm good to go with it, in as much the blood has been tested.
Definitely I will, if the need arises.
No, sir.
I don't know.
My blood group is O positive, sir.
I guess you are smiling just the way I'm smiling with keeping up with the physicians with the hilarious, answers that you must have heard from people on the street with regards to blood donation and the myths and the facts with it. And of course, we are being schooled here by Dr. OSIKOMAIYA, who is a consultant hematologist with Lagos State Transfusion Services, and she's breaking it down to who should be able to donate, why you should donate, why you should save someone's life today. Now we are going to a very important question, Dr. OSIKOMAIYA. Does donating blood make your immune system weak?
No. That's a big no. So first of all, when you donate blood, I agree. What comprises the immune system? The white cells. So when you donate blood, you give out the red cells, the white cells, the platelets, and the plasma. And you do not give so much that will cause it to be very, very low. Also, once you donate, the blood begins to make new white cells within 48 hours. And within 2 weeks, you have everything you've given back. So there is really it's a big myth. You do not have a lower immune system when you donate.
So another myth is those that are well endowed, looking really good,
yes, like me,
obese,
yeah.
Is it like
they are the only ones that can donate.
Okay.
Those that are on the slim side don't need to donate blood.
Well, the first thing is we're talking about weight. Yes. When it comes to weight, it's both a myth and a fact, because there is a relationship between blood donation and weight. So if you are less than 45 kilograms, you cannot donate blood. Even between 45 kilograms and 50, you can only donate a smaller volume of blood. That is about 350 mils. Once you are above 50 kilograms, then you can donate much more. The usual 1 pint, that's about 450 mils. So there is a relationship between blood donation and weight, but there is no relationship between being obese or being slim and blood donation.
So now we are still within the COVID-19 global pandemic, and we do hear that how COVID-19 survivor people are helping other people to heal and survive by the collection of their blood, which is called plasma that they use. How does this work? Because we have somebody who is willing to donate right now. Yeah.
First of all, there are different schools of thoughts. We have studies outside the country, studies being done in the UK that says that collection of plasma, which is known as convalescent plasma, does not really work. We have studies in the States which does the same thing, and you know, they'll tell you that there's really no difference for those that have it and for those that did not have it. However, we have had relatively good responses in Nigeria and in Lagos State rather. And I told someone that the same way the effect of COVID is not so pronounced in us compared to people outside. Maybe that is the reason. Maybe we need to do a little bit of more genomic studies to know why this seems to be working. There are still studies going on with respect to transfusion of convalescent plasma to severe or critical cases of COVID-19 infection. So these are studies going on. However, we are still collecting. We are collecting convalescent plasma from people that have recovered from COVID-19 infection. And we try to collect this within 2 to 3 weeks from when they are negative. So before we collect, though you might feel fine, we have to be sure that you are negative. If you have one result, we wait for another 1 month. If you have 2 results, 2 negative results, we collect within 2 weeks. And then how do we collect it? We have collection in 2 forms. It could be automated with the apheresis machine. So put them on the apheresis. I love the apheresis machine because the donor can come in regularly. I'm sure you're aware that the antibodies wanes off after a while.
Yes.
So we are in a hurry to collect it. Within the first 2-3 months, we want to collect as much convalescent plasma as we can. So we look for a good vein.
Okay.
Once we have the good vein, once we have the good vein, we connect it to a very wonderful, cute machine. We have different types. We have the immunetics here. We have the spectroptia. We use either of them. And then some amount of blood leaves the person into the machine. The machine spins it, takes away the plasma only, and returns the red cells and the platelets back into the person.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
It's a beautiful one. And so if your plasma is just being collected alone, you can keep coming every month to donate.
Because every other thing is returned back to you.
Beautiful.
And then the stored plasma, are you using it right now?
Well, first of all, we are using the stored plasma.
Okay.
We have used quite a number and we have stored the remaining for further investigation. So once we collect the plasma, we don't touch use. We keep some for antibody tests. We also check for infectious agents, viruses, and everything that would cause damage to the person in future. Once it is safe for transfusion, then we transfuse.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yes.
In fact, I'm so very enlightened, even if I'm being a doctor, but in this particular discussion, very, very much enlightened. You've all heard all the different myths, and we've been able to demystify, these myths for you. Number 1, you don't have to donate blood only during crisis. Donating blood is good, not only just to save your life, but can save the lives of other people. You don't have to be a man only to donate blood. Women also do donate blood. But if you drink and you smoke, the doctor has said it, at least 24 hours before you donate, please don't drink and smoke. At least just sacrifice this 24 hours to save a life. It could be you. And you heard all the various responses from the people in keeping up with the physicians on the street. Once again, thank you very much, Dr. OSIKOMAIYA.
Thank you.
I kind of like your name, though, OSIKOMAIYA.
Oh, thank you for coming on the program. Well, you have heard it all. Don't be afraid to donate. I'm a proud donor. I donate blood when I want to donate. At least once a year, if you can do that. Remember to follow us on our social media handle, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course YouTube. If you have not been part of this program, almost all the episodes that have been passed, also you can find them on YouTube. Yeah, click away if you want to be a guest in our program. Stay well, till next time.
I remain Dr. Memuna Yusuf Kadri. Till next time, stay blessed.
My name is Sheyido. I'm a consultant orthopedic surgeon, special interest in orthopedic oncology. I've just been on The Physician, where you get all your health information. We've talked about lumps and bumps, the importance of it in various parts of the body. Remember, if you pick any lump or any bump on your body, get it checked out as soon as possible. Early detection can lead to cure, and the chances of better outcome is always better with early detection and evaluation. Thank you.
We can have sickle cell disease in which the child will inherit 2 abnormal hemoglobin S from the parent. But it's also possible that the mother could be have another type of abnormal hemoglobin. Another common one is the hemoglobin C